it's few days to the start of the Euros, and we'll be having our preview where myself, Kolade, and Cerebrone, we've made a lot of predictions. So I want to know, guys, are you still sticking with the predictions, knowing how teams fared during the last friendly that they had ahead of the competition?
Me, 100%. I stick with it. I mean, someone will say Canada and France played 0-0, that France are still winning it. The only reason that happened was that Mbappe didn't start. And Kolo Muani, once again, missed a very, very simple chance.
Deja vu,
so if something happens, that means your France might not win it.
No, France will win it. I'm
but
here
in
for
that
France.
in that France Canada, you know who was the man of the match, Abi? No, don't allow it. His name starts from W.
Saliba.
You know how it goes.
That they wanted to kill.
He was the man of
France.
He was the man of the match. Yes.
He's my guy, so I cannot fight my guy.
They don't need to win.
Saliba is my guy right from time. You know that. Let me tell you a brief history of myself, Arsenal fans, and Saliba. When Saliba was not playing, when people were saying to go and play under 23, I was pissed.
I was always a fan.
Arsenal fans were gaslighting me.
He's the Mbappe of defenders.
Like, Arsenal fans were gaslighting me, telling me that Saliba wants.
Anyways, for me, my Euros prediction.
Is this still going to work?
You know, I told you, Tayaba. I don't know about the winner. I don't know about the winner, but I told you, Ava to outscore Mbappe.
It's not going to happen. It's not good.
Wait. Yesterday, Nagelsmann said now that I have confirmed that Kayaba to be our starting centre forward.
Why did he
has Musiala, he has Wait, he has Sané, he has Schlotterberg, he has Cruz.
The people are mentioning, they are not center forward.
They are all surrounding Kayaba. And Kayaba has the good aerial prowess as well. This is my own special tip. Kayaba to be in 46 appearances, which is very good.
Is Kayaba the centre forward?
Kayaba is an hybrid player. All round, he can do anything on the pitch. Kayaba can do anything on the pitch. He's an hybrid player. And Portugal, Ronaldo fans out there, I would advise you to buy more napkins. You see that tears? You cannot avoid.
Okay, are you sure? Are we not reading too much meaning to that? Because going into competitions, teams tend to be very conservative on how they play, and you can't judge them by that. Don't you think?
And everybody's afraid of injuries.
Do better than what we saw them play against them.
No, definitely they could do better, but I think there's a slight overhype in Portugal. People are expecting too much from them. Ronaldo fans, obviously.
Ronaldo fans are scared.
Do you think it's overhyped for a team that has Bernardo Silva, Rafael and Leao?
If it's by name, if it's by names, you call Belgium too as well. You can call many sides with the great players. I don't think it's by name; it's by cohesion and many other things.
But they've actually been looking good under Martinez.
Less than how many?
It's just that I just feel that Ronaldo shouldn't start because he's almost 40. Like, there are certain things he can't do anymore because of age, and that means that you give more work to the others.
I want him to start anyway.
That would depend on Martinez, but let's not forget that going into the qualifiers for the Euros, Ronaldo was the second highest goal scorer for those qualifiers. So the manager will look at that, and you always want to trust the numbers.
Exactly.
I understand.
We saw
totally
Spain have their last game against Northern Ireland, scoring 5-1. Do you think they're like? You should be tipping them to win ahead of England.
I used to be a very huge fan.
England or France?
I used to be a very huge Spain fan, like way back until they started doing anyhow with their selections, and I started to see a lot of things, and I just lost it with them. And I mean, right now they've left behind Pepelu of Valencia, the best player in La Liga last season, bar none. According to me, yes. Okay. And they left him out, and I don't know what they want to go and play without him. But anyway,
some Barca fans backstage were mentioning one guy. What's his name again?
Yamal.
Yeah, that guy.
No, Yamal is good.
But it's not better. It's not better than Waneri though. I just had to say it on set. I could not resist it.
We cannot be arguing teenagers now.
It's the fact.
Let them grow.
I'm telling you the fact.
We can't be arguing teenagers.
I don't care whether you have to tell you the fact.
Let them grow. Yamal is incredible.
No. But Waneri is better.
We'll see. Time will tell. Like these things, we don't. It's not good.
That's a cup of tea.
They're still teenagers. There's a lot that can still happen. Of course, in their careers. I mean, it was Ansu Fati that they gave number 10 after, Messi.
That's why I'm not bothered about Barca talent. We know how it ends now.
Arsenal talent.
We know Arsenal talent now. You are seeing Bukayo Saka right now. You are seeing Bukayo Saka in world football.
Who else?
And speaking about Saka actually plays for England, who happens to be one of the favorites. I'm actually surprised. I'm not surprised,
but he's not really fit now.
I'm looking at some of the names they are mentioning, going by the bookmakers and all. England, in no order at all. England, France, Germany, Spain, and Portugal. These are the 5 leading names to win the Euro 2024 tournament. Are you agreeing with this prediction? For me, I think any team that is starting Kobe Mino, Cole Palmer, you are not ready to win. Why? You are not ready to win a football match.
Why?
It's not social media. You are starting Gordon, Palmer, and Kobe Mino. You are putting Kobe Mino. He's an insult to Declan Rice.
No.
No.
I will not have that.
It's an insult to Declan Rice.
I will not have that.
It's an insult to Declan Rice, bro.
Kobe Mino is actually very talented. But the problem
my point with Southgate is
with
Southgate is that trust me, I'm not one of those. I don't like Grealish. I feel sometimes his style of play is unnecessary.
And he dropped him.
But if you are not going to take Rashford, then you don't leave out Grealish. If you are not going to take either of them, then you don't leave out Maddison. You don't leave out Maddison, and you don't leave out Maddison, a proven player like Maddison, and you put Watson and Kobe Mino. It makes no sense.
No. But if you look at this England,
and that's why Iceland can beat them. Don't be surprised. Any team would have a go at England.
No, that's a shake-up call. First of all, but you look at that England.
You can't be doing that for a major tournament. So because Palmer is doing well.
Can you remember when Ericsson carried Walcott at 17 and dropped Defoe? He now went to the World Cup. Of course, Walcott wasn't going to play. So when they now needed someone like Defoe, they couldn't bring him because he carried Walcott for no reason.
But let's look at this thing. We have always said that Southgate doesn't really choose players based on form.
You're not supposed to.
But look
keep
at this.
Everything balanced. Keep it balanced. There's no balance
for me, I think for one of the least
I've seen from Southgate. Will Watson start? Is Kobe Mino a deserved starter?
He might not. Even Mino might not even start.
We have an unfit Bukayo Saka, and now you left out your pure wingers. Who is it?
Saka will surely play. Saka was introduced. Saka was introduced in the game they lost.
That they used his face.
Look at this now.
That's the bad thing.
But look at this now.
I don't think
that
England are not favorite for me.
You are going to a major tournament, right? And your midfield consists of 2 kids who are like debutants at this point. Their first tournaments, they are still kids. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold is supposed to be a right back. You want to play me midfielder, so that's 3 of your midfielders. And I think they're taking 5 or so midfielders or 6 midfielders. Yeah. 3 of your midfielders.
And you're carrying a Watson that might not play.
Yeah. You get because when push comes to shove, when pressure is on, you are not going to rely on those kids.
But remember that currently these players that he brought in had a fabulous season.
Yes,
and you can't look at that form and then shove it.
No, but you cannot carry 2. It's like you should have carried Mino or Watson. You can't carry 2 of them.
You can't carry 2 of them and you bench Maddison and you leave out Maddison.
Well, let's remember that if it was last year, like around November, we said Maddison was supposed to be on that list. But look at his form.
In national team, there are hierarchies. Take a look at France. Take a look at France based on form. Saliba is way ahead of Upamecano. But Saliba will never start ahead of him because there are hierarchies. There are some players that.
Who else would you bring again? Because Kolo Muani has always been there.
Lacazette.
I beg you.
Lacazette
based on form. How many French strikers have more form than Lacazette? You are contradicting yourself. Based on form, who has more form than
Lacazette got 22 goals last season.
Based on form, who has more form than him? How many goals did Kolo Muani score last season?
Do you get Ben Yedder was left out?
So based on form,
you know Ben Yedder
has more form than him.
Ben Yedder, Lacazette, exactly.
It's always going to be according to the coach. I'm saying for England, I feel they are so blessed with when
they are not blessed with anything.
They are not blessed enough to that arrogance.
You have a Cole Palmer that scored 20 goals, over 20 goals.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question.
If
Victor Osimhen, I want to ask you a question. If Victor Osimhen,
will you drop Watkins?
I want to ask you a question. If Victor Osimhen goes a full season, scoring just 5 goals, not a 4,
will you start Onuachu again
over
him?
Will you drop him from a squad going to
will you start Onuachu over him
and carry Onuachu?
And drop Osimhen. Just answer the question, yes or no.
Start Osimhen. Why? Because our playing pattern favors Osimhen.
It's not about that.
Our wingers do not play. It is now. Our wingers do not cross the ball. That's why Onuachu will struggle. That's why Sadiq will struggle because
forget about that. Forget about style of play. Is it style of play you used to drop? Okay, so if our style of play is different, if our style of play is different, you drop Osimhen.
It's always see
now look at it. You cannot start Onuachu. You cannot start
if we start playing ball
for Euros that don't enter AFCON.
No, but if we start playing ball that favors
Euro 2024, bro,
you are going to bench Osimhen for Onuachu.
Osimhen is still good aerially. That's what I'm saying. You look at it.
No matter what you do.
See, let's remain.
Osimhen is more rounded than
let's stay focused.
Osimhen is more rounded than Onuachu.
Let's stay focused.
You know what I'm saying?
The reality is that I think there's too much experimentation.
Simple. I think I agree.
But then let's leave the
manager has not played the
live
tournament.
and die by his decision.
What Kings has he played the tournament? No. So you have how many people coming for the first time to a tournament? You don't do that. It's too much change, and you have not taken time. You've not used like 2 years to prepare them for this. You're just like, oh, these people played well this season. No, I have no problem with bringing players on merit. I think meritocracy is important, but you have to find a balance.
That's my point. The balance.
Merit and people that will always
for the England players to openly go and meet Southgate, for the Germany squad to express their shock at Grealish being left out.
Matic said
even Matic said it's good news
for Serbia.
For Serbia to show you how even players are surprised.
When push comes to shove,
you need your experienced players because
to take
tournaments are about pressure.
It's pressure.
It's not, anybody can get swallowed.
You also need a player that can also come up proper at when it's needed to win you games.
As good as Kamavinga is, he has not been a starter for France.
He hasn't.
There's a reason why this guy wants to bring Kante
back
for this tournament. Bring Kante. He asked people, he asked Fofana,
but then
he asked Kamavinga, he asked Chouameni.
Wait and see how Kante will perform in the competition.
Judging from the friendlies, it's going to be very good because he was very, very good in the friendlies.
Okay, so now that we've argued from Euros to AFCON and back to Euro 2024, so ahead of the tournament now, it's just a few days away. What market do you think people should be looking at that they could get some value for?
I think I'll be going for the over and under markets because this is a competition and we know that some teams might not even score and some would outscore the other. So it depends on the strength of the team. You look at what they have. I think I'll be going for over or under, but I think that's the market I'll be sticking with. I'm going into the Euros.
You know that market could also be tricky. I mean, we saw France, Canada yesterday.
Yeah, but any of them.
You know what many people picked.
Yes.
Well, if they had known that Mbappe was not starting, maybe they would have.
Well, fair enough.
But me, I knew that goals weren't going to come.
So. I picked the under 5.5 anyways.
You see the under market work.
Yeah, it worked. Fair point.
I feel you. For me, straight win.
For Euros?
Yes. For Euros.
Win and over. I'm sorry, but if you are playing against Georgia, for instance, if I'm
Even with Kiba. Even with Kiba.
Who?
We've told you now.
Even with
they entered the Euros through the back door.
Yes, no.
Because they were in Norway's group and they came fourth with Spain and they came fourth.
Yep.
So they went through Nations League.
But they entered.
Yes, they entered, but their pathway was not as difficult. So you know that when we saw them, how many did Spain beat them in the group? It was like 7
or 6 or so.
You get. I know that it's going to be very difficult. It's their first ever tournament. It's going to be tough, right? They have Mamadashvili who's going to reduce the amount of goals they concede. You can go and bet on. You can go and you can put your money on Mamadashvili to make like 7 saves per match. It's going to happen.
They will fire shots at him now.
It's going to happen. That's easy money.
But
how many clean sheets will he have in the tournament?
0. But it won't be his fault.
Okay.
But my big prediction
is that.
But that's
very bold for me to be saying straight wins, and because
I think that
if you remember the last Euros, people were underrating Hungary.
Yeah.
And we could see them. They really sports.
No, I feel like if you're doing straight wins, you're doing just the favorites, right? The favorites like Germany. Germany, France. There are matches that they will win.
Even Germany, I don't trust Germany.
But I think another thing that people should look at is player stats. Those markets.
All those kind of.
Must you mention Kai Havertz?
Kai Havertz to score against Scotland.
Mbappe to score.
Check it.
Use that. That is sure. That's a sure.
Number of shots, assists for Bruno Fernandes. You always get assists. Things like that. very, very underrated
shots on target.
Yes, shots on target.
Shots on target.
All those underrated markets. That's where the gold mine is. I think a lot of people can really tap into that. For me, that's what to look at.
To combine what both of you said, for me, the market, I've even tried it out, in the friendlies already, and I've gotten some good results. I think I'll be going with the handicap market. I think we'll see much closer results than many think. I mean, I tend to think that the favorites will win most of their games, but I don't think the margins will be as much as we expect. Germany, Scotland, for instance. I can tell you, Germany will win. I can tell you, Germany will win, but maybe they will win 2-0, 2-1, or something like that. It won't be a whitewash. It won't be a whitewash. So I think based on that, you'll find value from handicap market. Expect closer games and tighter games and stuff like that. So handicap should be something people should look out for.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there, and I will definitely be looking at that because I have a full strategy prepared for this tournament, and I am going to become. Okay, never mind. I'm going to become rich, but I don't want to jinx it anyway. But anyway, that was it. We really are looking forward to the Euros. It's going to be a fantastic tournament by all indications, and we are excited to go. I'm excited to see France go, and for William Saliba to do well if he actually plays. Well, of course, Kylian Mbappe, player of the. You know what?
Real Madrid player.
The gun product, Kylian Mbappe. Doing well and everything. And well, stick with us. We're going to be here through all of it, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Catch you later. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and join us for more episodes as the Euros goes ahead.
And watch Kai Havertz become the top scorer at the tournament.
And watch Kylian Mbappe become the top scorer again after the World Cup.